Hey, this is Tyler, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about hosting live webinars to sell your online course. So today I'm going to talk to you about hosting webinars, and there's a good chance that you already know what a webinar is. You've probably even attended a few. You've watched some other people host webinars where they sold a product or service or even an online course at the end of the webinar. But just in case you haven't, really quick, the definition of a webinar is an online seminar or a web-based seminar. So it's basically you giving a presentation, usually PowerPoint slides or screen share or even live video using your webcam, but you're going to give a presentation online and people from all over the world can be watching that presentation, and then at the end of your presentation you wrap up by presenting your online course and you invite people to enroll. And the reason webinars are so effective is because they're the next best thing to actually being in person with somebody. Now, anytime you're having a sales conversation, so usually one-on-one in person is the best environment to be in. Whether that's right in front of somebody at the desk in your office, or even speaking to an audience at a seminar or a conference, being live in front of people is the best place to be. But if you can't get in front of somebody live, in real life, in the real world, the next best place is on the internet, and webinars are the right place to do that. Now, one of the biggest benefits of hosting a webinar is leverage and scalability. So it's not you presenting to one person, it's you presenting to many. There can be a few dozen, a few hundred, or even 1,000 people or more watching your webinar. So it's a very effective use of your time. When you spend an hour teaching your subject and then presenting your course, you're not spending that hour to present to one person, you're spending that hour to reach a lot of people. So that's the reason why you want to host a live webinar, so that you can reach more than one person. You can reach dozens, hundreds, even 1,000 people or more. Another benefit is you get to build your email list. So in order for somebody to attend your webinar, they got to register for your webinar. And the moment they register, now you've got them on an email list, so you can keep in touch with them before the webinar, remind them that it's coming up. You can even keep in touch with them after the webinar, send them a replay if you like, add them to your newsletter, send some more information afterwards. So you're getting leads, qualified leads for your business and for your online course. And these are people that have raised their hand and said, I'm interested in your topic. That's why they're registering for a webinar in the first place, because they want to learn about that subject. So even if they don't make it to the live webinar, they're still a warm prospect for your online course, because they've indicated that they're interested in your topic, and you can keep in touch with them through email after your webinar is over. Another benefit of hosting webinars is that it's pretty easy to do. There's a ton of technology, so you can host a webinar very inexpensively with very little equipment and with very little technical knowledge or software knowledge or coding experience or any of that kind of stuff. It's super simple to get up and running and host a live webinar. Another benefit is you get to connect with your audience. So the reason why I like live webinars is because they're live. So those people who are attending the webinar, they can ask questions. You can respond to them. You can talk to them. You can get feedback from them in real time. It's not just you, putting up a recording or putting up a video online, and you don't really know what people think of it, or you can't really interact with the people that are watching it. You get that there's that two-way communication with your attendees on a live webinar. Another benefit of hosting a live webinar is you get to educate your audience before you sell. Now, a lot of online course creators, they are fantastic teachers. They have an area of expertise. They know how to teach that area of expertise, and they know how to communicate their advice and their strategies in a way that makes sense to other people, but they're not always the greatest at selling, or they just feel inauthentic, or they're not too confident when they transition into more of a sales pitch type of presentation. But a webinar is really great because you get to teach up front, and I'm going to show you in the next video how to actually structure your presentation and how to transition from teaching to selling your course in a way that doesn't come across like selling, in a way that isn't going to feel sleazy or inauthentic or anything like that, in a way that's just a natural transition that's inviting people to, if they want to learn more about the topic that you spent some time teaching them, then they can enroll in your course. And when you educate somebody up front, when you give value up front, it helps build trust. It helps people get to know you. They can figure out if they like you and if you do in fact have the knowledge, have the expertise that they want to learn from. And so when you give them that stuff up front, you earn the trust and you essentially earn the right to pitch them or to sell them your online course. So those are some of the benefits of hosting a webinar. Now in terms of technology, there are a few things you're going to need, and I won't get into the specific softwares or equipment right here in this video. We do have a very extensive guide on our blog called The Complete Guide to Selling on Webinars, and I list some different equipment and some different software in that post. So I'll link to that before the video. But really quick, you are going to need a few things. So you're going to need your computer and a laptop and a strong internet connection. If you can avoid wireless and actually have it hardwired into your modem, that's even better. You're going to need an external microphone, so something that plugs into your computer, not the built-in mic in your computer. A pair of headphones so that you can listen to people if you're letting them ask questions and things like that. And you're going to need a webcam so that they can see your face, maybe in between showing your screen or showing your PowerPoint slides. The next thing you're going to need is some software to run the webinar, and I'll list some specific softwares that we've used and we recommend in the guide on our blog. And you're also going to need an account with an email service provider so that you can build that email list of people who register for the webinar. You can send them the reminders to attend, and you can send them some information after the webinar is over. So you will need an email service provider for that. So once you have all those things, once you've got the technology, the software, you're ready to go, the next step is to put together a presentation and then invite people to your webinar. You're going to give them that presentation, and then you're going to present your course to them. So in tomorrow's video, that's what I'm going to discuss. I'm going to show you how to set up your webinar, how to promote your webinar, and how to structure your presentation in a way that's compelling, that helps your target audience, and that gets people to sign up for your course after the webinar is over. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video. It's still recording, right? Sorry, man, I'm making so much editing for you. Link to that in the video. That'll work.